Hello everybody, what is going on? Today I have some M416 gameplay for Medal of Honor Warfighter, and if you want a gun that can basically poo all over people and rape them with a spiky cactus, this is the gun for you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that this is the best assault rifle in the game. I know that's a really bold statement, but the only one that I actually think is also really amazing is the M4V1. M4V1's pretty much the same thing. I don't know why, but this one just kind of has a better feel. I think it does more damage, but don't quote me on that. They're both really, really good guns, and definitely worth trying both of them if you haven't already. Before I get in, I should probably give some background. This whole time I've been playing, I've pretty much been using the light machine guns. I don't know why. I guess I'm just a noob. I just like run around and spray and whatnot. That's kind of my style. I've also been quickscoping and using point man for the shotgun. Those are my main classes, and lately I've pretty much been sticking to the light machine gun, and I've been dying a lot to the M416. People have been shootificating me with it, and it gets a little bit annoying to die to the same gun often, kind of a little bit distasteful. But ever since I started using it, which this was my first game with it, I was like, wow, this gun is amazing. And yes, amazing indeed. Bit of an understatement. But anyway, as for the gameplay, I went 17-1 in this gameplay. I died once to me being a complete noob, and I was camping, and I go to take a drink, and as soon as I start taking the drink, a guy comes around the corner and shoots me. Which is another thing I like to point out about Medal of Honor. Basically, in this game, you probably die quicker than any other game you played. Depending on the games you played, obviously, but at least that's how it is for me. If you so much as just scratch your head, if someone runs around the corner, you'll be dead before you can put your hand back on the mouse. That's kind of, I guess, a double-edged sword. If you catch someone off guard, you will kill them. And if someone catches you off guard, obviously you will die as well. Bringing me to another point, the build of my gun. The only part that's actually debatable whatsoever is the silencer. Silencer helps you a lot for people not knowing where you are, because if you shoot your gun and you have a silencer, you will not appear on their minimap. But it doesn't mean that they can't hear you. If they're a decent player, they will know where you are just by having a decent headset and listening to where your shots are coming from. Silencers can be obnoxiously loud for whatever reason. But anyway, that's not important. This gun, just have to say again, like, just completely amazing. Best gun in the game. Kanoro kind of said that it was really crappy, but he recently started using a lot too, and I think his opinion changed of it a lot ever since he started seeing me using it. What else? The Assaulter class itself isn't my favorite class, because their secondary is kind of meh. They only have regular grenades, and I don't really like noob tubes. Noob tubes are kind of newbie, if you will. Obviously, hence the name noob tube. And if you don't know what I mean by noob tube, it's a grenade launcher. Call it a noob tube because it's a tube that noobs use, basically. Not a huge fan of it. It's not my style. For whatever reason, if I shoot a noob directly at a guy, for whatever reason, they seem to be able to avoid it perfectly. But if someone shoots a noob tube at me, I die pretty much every time. So I guess the name noob tube is really suiting because I'm just too awesome to use the noob tube. It only works if you're a noob. That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. Here's a spot that I like to use sometimes. Not a lot of people actually know about this, that you can shoot through the cracks in these windows. It's really, really funny when you kill people from that, because they're all confused and whatnot. They have no idea what's going on. At least in hardcore. In normal core, they kind of see where you are. And there's the death I'm talking about. I just go to take a drink. And then I immediately go to start shooting at him, like, oh shit, there's a guy shooting at me. And it's too late, I'm already dead. So kind of a really, really newbie mistake. I probably could have survived that if I went behind the wall, but generally you don't expect people to be able to kill you in about, I don't know, a tenth of a second, if that. just not really used to this game. But anyway, as far as Medal of Honor itself, when I first started, I wasn't exactly enjoying this game a whole lot. It's not my style. It's a little bit. It's kind of Call of Duty-esque, considering I'm not normally playing games like this whatsoever. So, in comparison, um, definitely a different experience for me. I started off doing completely awful. Not gonna deny it. My KD was like 1 or something, and I've kind of been doing pretty bad, just like running around trying to quickscope and using the LMG and just trying to have some fun, basically. And my KD is now like 1.7, and it's going up, or something like that, yeah. And it's going up really, really fast. So, I'm sure if I could start over, it would probably be like 3 or 4, or something like that, but whatever. I'm just trying to have some fun, just trying to enjoy the game, rather than go all try hard and whatnot. Anyway, this game is coming to a close. If you like this video, please subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I will love you. Also subscribe to Kanoro. I'll put his link in the description. Kanoro is a pretty good gamer as well. He plays a lot of FPS games with me. We normally play the same game. And he has some pretty good tips to give as well. Especially the LaRue. That's his favorite gun. And also the LaRue. Definitely recommend trying it if you haven't already. Basically, it is a fairly fast-shooting semi-automatic. I guess I could say it's almost a sniper. It's an assault rifle that's about as accurate as a sniper. It does a bunch of damage. It's a little bit awkward to use close range, but pretty accurate. So it's not a huge hindrance. Anyway, that's my game. So even though I went 17-1, my team still lost by 1 point. And as you can see, all of their scores are pretty sloppy. Kanoro was lagging like really badly that match, so don't hate on him too much for that. I generally do pretty bad myself when I'm lagging, so. Yeah, I guess that's all. Peace.